Hello and welcome to a brand new series in the Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. We're going to be playing as Aegon the Conqueror. Before we get started, allow me to set the scene. It has been a century since the doom of Valyria, which left House Targaryen as the last bastion of the blood of the dragon. We have strived to expand our holdings ever since, and we are now poised to conquer using dragons as the ultimate weapon, rather than relying on our meagre manpower. The free cities call upon me to unite them into a new freehold. Westeros and its 7 kingdoms, however, seems a greater prize. We will of course go for Westeros, and all of Westeros shall bend the knee. Now, the reason that we are going for Westeros is the Storm King Alaric the Arrogant refused an offer of marriage between my friend Orys and his daughter. This marriage would have been to secure an alliance between Aegon, ourselves, and the Storm King, which would have allowed us to both fight off the Harren the Black, who currently controls some disputed lands between the Storm King and, himself. So we offered up a fair thing. Our best friend would marry his daughter, it would secure the alliance, and everyone would be happy. However, he cut off the envoy's hand. I knew the kings of Westeros would resist from that moment, and I will take these lands by force if necessary, and there will be only one king. Now, you notice that it says, we'll take the lands by force if necessary. If you just bend a knee, they will be let go. And that's pretty much the way we're going to play it. So, the first person who we're going to attack the Storm King. And the reason we're going to attack the Storm King first is he has insulted us. And we will not stand for that. They will bend a knee. So, we've declared the war. Let's just get started. We're going to deal with council stuff later. We will, of course, set an ambition. We are going to win the war. That's our ambition. Focus. War. Definitely. Makes sense. There are a couple of new things with the council. It looks a little bit nicer now. We're on the Conclave patch, but we're going to deal with all of this later once we actually have... we're going to get a lot of new vassals, and instead of just changing our council every couple of days, we're just going to go for it as it is. Let's set a couple of things of special interest. We're going to set our brother, our half-brother Orys Baratheon, who is also our only friend, and Balerion the Dread as special interest. We're also going to set our lovers, who are of course our sisters and our wives, Visina and Rhaenys, both Targaryen. Right, and we're going to get ready for this war. So, he has 18,000 men, and we only have a meager 4,000 men, if that. Now, how are we going to win this war? Well, we are going to win this war by gathering together all of our men on a boat, taking them to siege, and then using our dragons, because men are stupid and dragons can easily burn down everything. That's what we're gonna do. So let's raise up our men here. That's all the men we're gonna raise. We don't need any more than that. We're then going to we'll just lead it ourselves. I see no problem with that. And let's get some boats as well. I'd like a few boats. There we go. We'll just put our men on the boats and we'll head down to his capital. There we go. Off we go. We'll speed up the game a little bit. Ariana Bywater has refused your demand for his fealty and taken up arms. Her fealty. We'll set her a special interest. She is somebody who has to die later. We'll show them the might of our dragons. In fact, they are in a war against us, so that's good. We know all about that now. Your Grace, Rhaelar Bar Emmon has refused your demand for fealty and taken up arms. Well, he is, of course, also a special interest, and we will show him the might of our dragons. Right, I think we're ready to keep going. We don't need to do anything else right now. Westeros is at a state of war, and we should send ravens to the great lords, rallying them to the crown's defense. They will surely honor their obligations. Definitely. Right. What we're going to do here is, I think we are going to kind of wait for their troops a little bit. In fact, I think what we might do is we might head up to this island up here. All hail His Grace Aegon of House Targaryen, King of the Andals, the Reigner of the First Men, Lord of 7 Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. Long live the King. Yes, and we are going to, on this island up here, we are going to siege this one down. This will distract his men, they will bring them all to the island, and then we can kind of focus on our main target. So we'll just drop our men off here. There we go. We will, of course, deploy our dragon in the siege. Now, a thing that we should look at is to see if the Stormlands have all of his children, all of his wives, if they're all where we think they are. So at Court of Storm's End, at Court of Storm's End, at Court in Tyros. So probably a little bit far away for us to get. But okay, we can get a few of his family members if we siege Storm's End. Right. We can now deploy our dragon in the siege. This gives us a special event, which, because our dragon, Balerion, the Black Dread, is very, very old, he has a lot of martial, an awful lot of martial, and he is very, very good. Martial basically dictates how strong a dragon is in sieges. So, to, you know, as an example, your enemies think they're safe on the other side of the rock and mortar. Do the fools truly believe that such petty defences can hold your fire back? Dracarys. Defending troops take negative 100% morale. Defending troops take 100% losses. Now, they have a couple of things that could happen. They do have an 80% chance that they'll mount a stern defence but ultimately lose, and a 20% chance that they'll just outright all die. Balerion gets a little bit of prestige and a small chance of being wounded, but a very small chance of being wounded. See how it goes. We have sieged this down, they have no people left, and we have finished that siege. We're going to run back on our boats, and we are then going to sneak back up here. Oh, someone else is winning. Oh, I didn't even notice we had those troops raised. Wait, did we just win a battle without having any troops raised? Oh, I forgot Shattered Retreats in this game now. Oh, presumably because we have our Dragon Rider wife in charge. Yeah, I didn't really want to have those troops raised, so when the armies move off, I'll unraise those troops. I didn't even notice those there. They kind of snuck in. Can we disband now? Yeah, we can disband now. Cool. That's fine. Now we want to go to Storm's End, but we just want to wait a couple of months, well, maybe a month, just to see where their troops go. I want to see where they're going to end up, because I don't want to fight them individually, because then we can't use our dragon in all the fights. Are you just going to sit on Storm's End? I don't think they are. I think they're just merging in Storm's End, and then they're going to go de-siege this. Your Grace has come to the Council's attention that Magister Dario has legalized slavery in Qohor. This is despite a treaty that was enforced by another country making it illegal there. As this is an abhorrent practice, as this abhorrent practice is outlawed in your realm, we now advise you that an invasion to liberate Qohor will be largely seen as just. Okay, that's fine. We don't really need to worry about that too much. Yeah, he was just merging his troops together. That's cool. My courtier Quentin Chorus has expressed a desire to get married and has asked for my permission to find a suitable spouse. You can marry as you please. I don't really care. What we're going to do is we're actually going to just stay back here. We're going to wait for his army. Yeah, there we go. New Lord Commander on the wall is Aaron of Icemark. Night gathers, and now my watch begins. It shall not end until my death. I shall take no wife, hold no lands, father no children. I shall wear no crowns and win no glory. I shall live and die at my post. I am the sword in the darkness. I am the watcher on the walls. I am the fire that burns against the cold, the light that brings the dawn, the horn that wakes the sleepers, the shield that guards the realms of men. I pledge my life and honor to the Night's Watch for this night and all nights to come. The Lord Commander has died. Aaron of Icemark will replace him and serve the realm in these troubled times. Alright, cool. So this guy's going to arrive on the 8th of August, and we can then kind of attack him, I think. There we go. He arrives. We're just going to land and kill him. So you see, we're heavily outnumbered. There's no way our 1,000 troops could do it, unless they had a dragon. The enemy are beyond counting. Their ranks reach beyond the horizon, armor shining in the midday sun. Your dragon roars in eager anticipation, and you cannot help savoring your victory. Dracarys. Enemy troops, they take 30% like damage in all flanks, and they lose 95% morale, which, in case you're wondering, makes it an instant win in combat. And they all die. We have won that. We could use our dragon in a siege, but we're actually not going to do that. We're going to sneak back over here to Storm's End, and we're now going to attack this army. There we go. We will, of course, deploy our dragon in this siege as well. Well, in this fight. The enemy are beyond counting, ranks beyond the horizon. It's not as many as last time, but they'll die all the same. There they go. They're all dead. Since I am such a diligent person, I make sure that everything is as good as it can be. When it comes to fighting men, I can focus on one of two things. More soldiers is the goal, morale of my retinue is the goal. I think morale is the goal. Definitely. Right, and we will deploy our dragon in the siege of Storm's End. Your enemies think they're safe on the other side of the rock and mortar. Do the fools truly believe that such petty defences can hold back your fire? Dracarys. Storm King Ulrich the Arrogant tried to slay your dragon and failed. He was beaten back by the flames and was severely burned. He gained wounded. And we now take over the capital. How did he become wounded if he wasn't there? That seems very odd. Well, we will of course invite his family along with us. Definitely. We have 100% war score. Is any of that war score from holding... Do we have 100% without holding our prisoner? We do, yes. So we can end the... we can end this war. If we didn't have 100% war score without holding our prisoner, I might have seen something else in the hopes that we would get to keep her as prisoner. I'm not sure how exactly that works, but we'll try it. We'll enforce our demands. The King Aegon's conquest of the Stormlands has ended. King Aegon of Westeros has won. Yes, yes we have. Now, we have we have only one prisoner. I guess we have to give her back. That's annoying. The land. We have a new heir because we now control more land and the succession law changed. You now play as Queen Vesina of Westeros if we die. We fulfilled the ambition to win a war. The war has been won. Our enemies' armies have been crushed and the loyalist forces have been defeated. Lord Paramount Ulrich Targaryen, one of your opponents, has been brought before you to hear your judgment. Well, we have a couple of options. We could reprimand him and have a hostage taken. Or we could judge his family justly. And he will be brought before us to hear our judgment. Well, I of course think that's the correct option. We're in a couple more wars, so we'll continue working on those. Right. Argrillic of the defeated royal Dundorian family has been brought before you. What is to be done with them? Well, we have a couple of options. We can imprison him, which is definitely an alright option. We could strip him of his lands then. I would consider having his head, but it would give us tyranny. And I believe that if we have his head, his daughter will just take over and we're not able to take his lands. Which is what we want. So, we could call him for a trial. What's royal privilege? You can greatly improve relations but decrease your standing within the realm. Interesting. That's a new one. Anyway, we will call him for a trial, definitely. And we're not going to do the other kingdom just yet. We're going to leave that sitting over here. We need to finish our other wars and then we will be right over there for the other kingdom. So, let's head up here. Now, where is your capital? Your capital is probably this province right here. Are we going to take the capital or attack the person? I think we attack the person. There we go. We'll head over there and attack them. Oh, can time not move on while this event's here? Oh, okay. Another kingdom has been conquered. Who shall submit to the true Lord of the Seven Kingdoms next? Well, here's the thing. Aegon, the next thing he did, I believe, is he attacked the Iron Isles and he took Harrenhal. But he only managed to get 6 kingdoms the first time he tried. So I think what would be incredibly sensible of us is to get the kingdom that he failed to get the first time. We're going to declare war on Dorne. We will, of course, try and take that. Westeros is at a state of war. We should send ravens to the Great Lords, rallying them to the Crown's defence. They'll surely honour their obligations. Ulrich Duradon has demanded a trial by combat and is summoning his champion to Dragonstone. Well, he will remain in the dungeons until then. Your Grace, I will honour my allegiance. Definitely. Good. Who is this? This is Tarth. Excellent. Your Grace, I will honour my allegiance. Take up arms against to defend the realm of Westeros against Westeros enemies. The armies of Gaelmont shall join you. That's Sworgut, I guess, would be the best way of pronouncing that. Excellent. Cool. Some more allies. Well, of course, head over here. Westeros at a state of war. We send ravens to the Great Lords, rallying them to the Crown's defence. We'll see if they'll join us. They might not. They might. Right. Oh, we need a new ambition. How about have a son? That seems like a reasonable ambition. Take that. And we will deploy our dragon in this battle as well. Dracarys. Goodbye, enemy troops. We should also probably raise any troops we've got. We don't have that many, though. Yeah, we don't have that many troops we could raise, so I don't know, kind of 50-50. We'll get back on the boats, head out here, drop our men off. We can maybe raise some more men. A month has passed and Lord Paramount Ulrich has failed to find a champion for his trial by combat. He must now stand trial before the court. Okay. Lord Paramount Ulrich the Arrogant has demanded a trial before the court, which Oris shall oversee to ensure justice is served. He begins to present his defence and the court seems captivated by it. Even I am almost convinced. No way. I don't think so. Oris will interrogate him now. Oris stood before the court and aggressively questioned the accused. Many at court were convinced by his arguments. Then again, many seemed unimpressed. He made a reasonable case. A verdict has been reached. Oris proclaims Ulrich of House Dudorian is innocent. What? Oris, how could you? He insulted your honor. Oh, that's not on. Have we become stressed? We did not become stressed. History is a subject that has always fascinated you. You have spent the last few weeks studying the campaigns of the Valyrian Freehold. There are many lessons to be learned from their conquest against the old Giscari Empire. We'll devote some time to studying that. Yeah, Oris just let him go. Well, I guess we gave him the decision and he made up his mind. We will of course deploy our dragon here, Dracarys. Goodbye all of your defences. Your Grace, we rounded up everyone we could find. What shall we do with them? Well, you betrayed me. Let's have a look at ourselves a little bit, see what we might think we do. We are just, but of course, just is a very interesting trait because it's our own sense of justice. So, do we clap the leader in irons and leave the rest of the family here? Prison the entire family? I think probably what we do is we clap the leader in irons and we strip them of their titles. That seems reasonable. We will of course, enforce our demands. Yeah. Wait, she just got let go? That doesn't seem up. Okay, I guess it's because we had her imprisoned in the war. She got let go. We'll remember that for the future. That's a bit odd. Merge up. We're going to get rid of our other revolt war, and then we can work our way into Dorne. There we go. In our next war, we will deploy our dragon, Dracarys, the goodbye enemy. King Aegon of Westeros received a crushing blow to the head in battle and will not stir from his repose. Wait. We become incapable? And incapable appears to be even worse than it usually is. Oh wow. Incapable is usually -6, I believe, in terms of stats. This is minus 100. Okay. This is an interesting conquest. Nobody can say the conquest is not interesting. We will deploy our dragon in the siege, of course. Dracarys. Our dragon is not wounded. Right. I guess we'll clap the leader in irons. We are incapable, but we're not, we're not completely out of it. I mean, we're pretty bad. We're pretty out of it, but we'll assume that it's our wife making most decisions from this point on. Leader is in irons. And then, I guess, we will end the war. Oh, we did the same thing as last time. That was my mistake. We'll end the war. And I think this is a good point to end the episode. This might be the worst start to a conquest I have ever seen. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thank you for watching. As this is the first episode in the series, I would like to remind you to like, comment, dislike, interact with the video in any way you can, because it will improve search ranking. And basically that helps the channel out. If you like the channel, then I would like you to do this. But this is the only time I'm going to mention it, so thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.